Good afternoon, everyone. Gabe Velazquez here with you, transparenttrading-solutions.com on a Tuesday, the 9th, going into CPI on Thursday. S&P just chopping around today. Very, very choppy day. As we mentioned, we did bounce off that 4,700. Let's actually get right into the charts. A couple things, sign up for the newsletter. I am having a class. We have earnings season coming up. There are plenty of opportunities in the options market in front of earnings. I will cover that next Tuesday, kind of just giving you a brief synopsis of three strategies that we use into the earnings, setup, the particular option strategies. I obviously don't have time to go into details, but I will give you a general synopsis. So if you want to sign up for that, go ahead and hit the link below. That's going to be on Tuesday, 11 Pacific. That's a week from today. So let's get right into the charts here very quickly. Not a lot to really go over today because it's just been a very choppy day. Looking at the S&P, starting with the S&P, we talked about this last Friday. We did rally off of that 4,700. After the jobs number. That's actually what triggered that. And we are just struggling to get any kind of traction beyond that. Again, this has been kind of the, we had that sell-off starting the year, and we had that recovery, and now we're back to the chop. Looks like it does, maybe we do come up and make a new high. That's going to be predicated on, obviously, if the CPI has really got to come in benign, softer than expected, or down like it's been doing. The trajectory is going to stay down. And also, we have a bond auction tomorrow. Today, we had a 3-year, and that, in fact, was what stalled the rally. If you go back to where we, it looked like we were going to break out from yesterday's high, and then this stalled out. That really is right around 10 o'clock Pacific where we got the auction results. So I think tomorrow is going to be really, really interesting to see if it's a poorly received bond auction on the 10-year and yields jump, as I've been kind of putting on X there. That seems to be what's driving the markets. Also, the NASDAQ hanging right at this level right here, still very strong. Beyond beneath the surface, you got AMD making new highs. You've got Apple kind of struggling. So it's really a mixed bag in mega caps. Tesla got hit today. So I think these levels up here are going to be a bit better. But again, all predicated on rates and what happens with possibly with the CPI number, and now also small caps are struggling to get any kind of traction, and so this is also setting up for either a big drop back down to 1900 or maybe another resumption of this rally here on the pullback. This is going to be a lot trickier, the small caps. Rates today also very quiet. This is the 10-year, and the yields still kind of hovering around 4%. I think if we take out that high, which was Friday's high, intraday high, in the yields 410, let's call it, then that may be a problem for stocks. I think the fact that we kind of just settled in here, but tomorrow's bond auction is could have an impact on stocks, especially if it's a good bond auction and rates drop below 4%. I think that could actually continue the rally. So watch for that tomorrow. Everything, dollar just consolidating here, 102.62, 101. Nothing really to talk about with regards to any of the currencies. They're doing the same, just chopping around. Nothing there. Similar with metals, by the way. Interestingly, silver, gold, just a mess here. Nothing, which means that they're probably ready for some type of a movement. Oil similarly, being back and forth, setting up a range between 70 and about 74. Also, nat gas is the big mover, really volatile now. We've been talking about this. hit the gap up top here, and then sold off like crazy. We've had these moves in nat gas, obviously still wanting to go higher, but these pullbacks are pretty volatile. Here we pulled back almost 40 cents. Today we pulled back from this high right here on nat gas. We went from 37 to 20. So that was about almost a 30-cent pullback. So these, again, volatility really, really high in nat gas. If you can find one of these levels, and it's not having any great levels really to speak of. So the next, if this is going to come all the way back down, $3 is going to be the next level to see if it holds. If it can't hold $3, then it's probably going to head right back down again. This is not unusual for nat gas. These 50, 60-point swings in nat gas are actually not out of the, this is pretty common. But, the fact that it's pretty volatile maybe presents some opportunities for everybody as well. So that kind of sums it up, everybody. Again, just quiet. I think, again, next catalyst, which the market's looking for the new year, is CPI, possibly tomorrow's 10-year bond auction. And again, under the surface, also looking at Apple, and it's just, kind of a mixed bag all over the place. So, but again, earnings coming up, JP, all the banks are coming out on Friday, big major banks. I think that's your first opportunity. So again, if you want to sign up for that class, go ahead, the link below, and I'll share with you some potential setups there for that in the options market. So if you're an options trader and you want to capitalize on some of these moves, most people are afraid of earnings. But again, if you think about what drives option prices, that's volatility, time, and intrinsic value. And volatility only comes from, catalysts, and obviously earnings are a big catalyst. So, so if you want to learn something about that, just sign up, or just go to the website and you can sign up there as well. Okay. All right. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll talk on Friday. Take care.